All right, those of you who watch the show know we always start with some memorabilia. I'm doing a little different this week. I'm showing you baseball cards, but I'm not telling you who they are yet because we're going to have a trivia quiz about one of these gentlemen. But this one's right here. I'm not going to show you who it is. We'll show it later. So let's do that. We got this on, don't we? Hey, that's good. All right, let's start the show right now. Let's get it going. We got to move real fast because we got a time constraint. It's only 3 o'clock as we're recording this. Game is in about a couple of hours, so we better get it moving. Give me a short 5 countdown this time, will you? Please.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, lift off.
Play ball! It's time for Dodger baseball.
It is. It is. They're playing. No days off this week. Wow, this is getting crazy. They're going to play every day for now until the All-Star break, I guess. Anyway, I'm Randy. You know who you are. Come on in, pull up a chair, sit down, relax, and let's talk Dodgers. This is the best, first, and only video podcast by fans, for fans of your Los Angeles Dodgers. And today's the 30th of June, the last day of June, 6th month of the year. Wow, where it's already gone. Tomorrow's July 1st, and tomorrow will be the halfway point in the season. They've already played 80 games. Actually, today's the halfway point. 81 game is today. Number 81 is today. Anyway, this is a show where we'll show you some memorabilia. We got a little bit here. Play some home runs. Well, not today. We got to get moving. Check out an injury report. Do some fun stuff, including some shout-outs to State Dodger history, some quick hit trivia today, and maybe we'll do some baseball card pack breaks maybe, I don't know, maybe next week. Or maybe during the All-Star break. Possibility. All right. Dodgers now sit at 45 and 35, and that's now good for second place. Second place in the NL West, but don't worry, gang, we're only 2 games. That's it, just 2 games. We're 2 games behind the division-leading Arizona Diamondbacks. Now that's worth shouting about. Come on. Yeah. Okay. We're actually a half a game in front of the Giants, so watch out. All right. Dodgers took the series from the Rocks the past few days, winning games 1 and 3. That was very cool. And I'm just going to review them real quick. No home runs because we haven't got time for that. In game 1, Kersh was fantastic. And he pitched a 1-hitter through 6 innings. Come on. Can you do any better than that, Kersh? Why'd you give it that 1 hit, man? No. Hey, 6 innings, 1-hit ball. I will take that any day of the week. Any day you want to do that. He's also the first MLB pitcher to get to 10 wins this season. That's worth shouting about. Not only that, J.D. Martinez is fabulous. He clobbered 2 home runs in the game. The pitching staff struck out 9, and the Blue went on to shut out the Rocks 5-0 in game 1. Nice going, boys. Yeah. All right. Game 2, not so good. We lost 9-8. We won't talk about that one. It was a wild game anyway. You don't want to hear about it. You can always check it out online. In game 3, you can say the Dodgers had their way with the Rockies. Team went 11 for 23 with runners in scoring position. That's just crazy. Emmett Sheehan went 5 innings, gave up 7 hits, 3 runs, but struck out 5 and walked nobody to get his record to a major leaguer as now 2-0. He won his 2nd game as a major leaguer. So way to go, Emmett Sheehan, man. He's looking good. And all this after a 2-hour hailstorm delay because a hailstorm moved through the area, making it look like Christmas in Denver. It was crazy. Dodgers 14 runs, 18 hits, no errors. And the Rocks 3 runs, 9 hits, no errors. We can't really stop to play all the homers today because we'd be here all night. But time is tight. Game today is 5:10. We'll get into that later. So we'll have to really book it around here. Let's move it. Hey, the top 4 players in the lineup last night went 10 for 17 at the plate with 11 RBIs. Wow. And for good measure, all 3 of the All-Stars, the 3 All-Star starters on the team went 8 for 11 last night. Hey, wait. That's why they're All-Stars. That's why they're All-Stars, man. All right, and don't worry, over the weekend, I'm sure when the reserves are mentioned, I'm sure Will Smith is going to be one of them. He better be. Who they got as a backup catcher on that team? All right. Let's do some fun stuff, do some shout-outs. Get a quick drink again. Let's get to our shout-outs. Here are the folks who've chimed in recently, or not so recently, on our Facebook page. And we know most of these guys. Let's see. Who do we know? Well, who do we know? Cheryl C. What's going on, Cheryl? Ken H., Cami S., Kathy E., David C., Lynn T., Paul D., John B., and Nancy D., and you and me, and B Fox, because he is El Zorro. Hey guys, thanks for chiming in on the page. Thanks for watching Let's Talk Dodgers, and a shout out to all of you. Clap for the crowd. And tell all your friends to watch too, and like us on Facebook, and hit subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. And we're always talking Dodgers, and we're always talking. Come on, this place is all Dodgers. If you saw the books I got. If you got any fan mail, toss it right here on the Facebook page, or send it to letstalkdodgers@gmail.com. Simple as that. This day in Dodger history, we got an audio this time. I'm going to play you the audio. You tell me what it is. Well, you'll know what it is. You'll hear it. This happened on June 30th, 1962. I'll let the master, they're calling him the master now. I'll let the master tell you about it, and we'll talk about what it meant in just a moment. June 30th, 1962. Roll it.
Well, the entire ball game, Koufax perhaps his biggest night, maybe even more important to him than his 18 strikeouts against the Giants. Till it's all on the line as Felix Mantilla is the batter. On deck, Frank Thomas. They're all well aware of what's at stake at the moment. 2-1 to Mantilla. Koufax set. And the pitch. Fastball, a big bouncer down to Wills. He has it, goes to Burrick, no hitter.
That's right. It was Sandy Koufax's first no-hitter, and it happened on this date, 1962. He became the first Dodger lefty to throw a no-hitter since Knapp Rucker did it in 1908. So from 1962 to 1908, that's a pretty long time. And he no-hit the expansion Mets, the team's 5-0 victory. It was in Los Angeles. The 26-year-old Koufax en route to fanning 13. And here's a quick note for you. Fun fact. In that game, Koufax started that no-no by striking out the first three batters. Well, that's not big news. Richie Ashburn, Rod Cannell, and Felix Mantilla. But he did it on 9 pitches. He started the game with an immaculate inning. Now go figure. Are you bleeping me? Who could do that but Koufax? Hey, maybe Kirsch could do that someday. All right. Stats of the day so far. We're going to do a lot of stats over the weekend because it's the halfway point in the season. But with his 299th and 300th homers on Tuesday, J.D. Martinez became the 156th player in Major League history to hit 300 home runs. Way to go, J.D. Love that guy. What a great pickup that guy was for a one-year signing. Oh, and by the way, J.D. Martinez went 7 for 15 in the series with the Rockies in the last couple of days. You think he likes hitting there? I'll say he does. Also, another stat of the day, Freddie Freeman is the very first. Did you hear this one? This has been going around now. It's a big one. Freddie Freeman is the very first Dodger ever to get 100 hits, 50 RBIs, and 10 stolen bases in the first half of a season since they kept RBI stats in 1920. Nobody ever did that. Duke Snider didn't do it. Gil Hodges, Steve Garvey. Nobody ever did that. That's amazing. That's really something. That's insane. All right. Let's see. We got some Jack in the Box Jumbo Watch. Anytime the Dodger pitching staff records 10 Ks or more in a game, we get free Jumbo Jacks next day. We didn't get any this week, did we? So far this season, the Blue have turned the trick 31 times in 80 games, which means they've done it 39% of the time. That's with 49% of the season already played. The 50th piece of the season goes this night. Whenever the pitching staff gets 10 or more Ks, all you do is walk in any Jack in the Box and say, "Give me the Dodger deal, please," on the next day. And if you buy a large drink, you get free Jumbo Jacks. Simple as that. That's how you do it. And you can do it in LA and Ventura counties, by the way, because they're all in the LA area. All right. Give me the Dodger deal, please. Hope they do it tonight. I want a Jumbo Jack tomorrow. All right, let's do some quick hit trivia. This is a kind of a tough one. I don't think we ever used this question before. It's a neat one. All right, you ready for this? Those of you from the 70s, put your thinking caps on. The 1977 Dodgers, as you all know, you better know, you shouldn't be watching this podcast. The 1977 Dodgers were the first team to ever have 4 players hit 30 home runs or more in a season, right? Yeah, you know that. You know the guys who did it, right? You remember. Garvey and Say and Reggie Smith and, okay. Well, in 1977 they did that. Now, they went back to the World Series in 78. They lost both those years in the World Series to the Yankees. But in 1978, how many Dodgers hit 30 or more home runs? That's your question today. Not going to tell you any hints. I'll give you a hint. It's a trick question. But anyway, in 1977, Dodgers were the first team to have 4 players hit 30 or more home runs. And you know who they were. They were Garvey, Say, Dusty Baker, and Reggie Smith. Those are the 4 guys. Well, who did it the next year? Anybody? All right, we'll find out in just a few minutes. Let's get you out to the ballpark because we got game times coming up real fast. The Blue travel to Kansas City today to meet up with the Royals. Friday night, June 30th, Bobby Miller Day. It's Bobby Miller Day. Tell everybody. Bobby Miller's 3-1 with a 4.13 ERA. He'll get that down tonight. He's going up against Alex Marsh. Looks like a new guy for the Kansas City squad. He has no record at all. Now, this is another one of these series. Every game has a different time that starts. Tonight's game is at 5:10 Pacific time. 5:10 on Sportsnet LA. You got that? All right. Saturday, supposed to be Julio. They haven't announced it yet. We know it's supposed to be Julio. And it's going to be Julio versus Daniel Lynch, 1-3 with a 3.96 ERA. That game on Saturday, 4:15 on Big Fox. Got that, Cheryl? 4:15 on Big Fox. I'll remind you again at the end of the show. All right. And Sunday, the Catman, Tony Gonsolin, 4-2 with a 3.30 ERA. He's going against Brady Singer, who's 4-7 with a 5.88 ERA. That's an 11:10 brunch game, a.m., 11:10 a.m. on Sportsnet LA. Tony Gonsolin and Brady Singer on Sunday. Everybody got that? So Friday's 5:10 today. Saturday's 4:15 on Big Fox. And Sunday is at 11:10 in the morning, Brady Singer and Tony Gonsolin. All right, we'll remind you again at the end of the show, Big Fox on Saturday. And by the way, EK said he's calling that game with whoever. I hope Joe Davis is back. Maybe not, but if it's not Joe, at least we get Eric Karros. He's great. All right, trivia, quick hit trivia answer. A few minutes ago, we asked you the trivia question. The 1977 Dodgers were the first team to have 4 players hit 30 or more home runs. And you know who those guys are. And but now, who led the team with home runs in 78? Did anybody hit 30 in home runs in 1978? How many guys hit 30 home runs in 78? That was the question. Anybody get the answer? Crickets. No. And I'll tell you the reason why. Nobody on the Dodgers hit 30 home runs in 78. But one guy came close. You know who came close? I'll give you a second to think about it. Tell you in a second. Right now at the top of the Dodger YouTube channel, they're showing the episode of Backstage Dodger where Dave Roberts sits down with Liam Hendriks of the White Sox to discuss their personal battles they each had with cancer. It's kind of heart-touching, heart-rendering. Emmett Sheehan makes his Major League debut versus the Giants. It's all there on the YouTube channel, youtube.com/Dodgers, and it's shown at the top of that page right now, so you can check that episode out of Backstage Dodgers. All right, let's get back to the trivia question. So if nobody hit 30 home runs for the Dodgers in 78, who came the closest of all those guys we know? Anybody get it? Well, let's run them off for you. Dusty Baker only hit 11 in 78, so it was not him. Garv only hit 21. He didn't even leave the squad. Ron Cey hit 23, but the guy that hit the most home runs didn't quite make it to 30. Reggie Smith hit 29. That's it. All right. That's going to do it for today. This is Randy and Who You Are. Come on back next time. Pull up a chair, sit down, relax, and let's talk Dodgers. Don't forget, oh, by the way, there's the answer to the trivia question. It was Reggie Smith. That's a 1982 baseball card, Topps. Isn't that a great one? Love that shot, too, man. Love that pose. Reggie Smith. That's a 1982 card. Reggie Smith, 29 home runs in 78. Pretty good. All right. Don't forget what I said the times are. Different times every day. 4:15 or whatever. No, 5:10 today. 4:15 Big Fox tomorrow. And Sunday 11:10. And just to remind Cheryl and everyone else where you can see the game on Saturday, here it is. I'll see you next time right here on Let's Talk Dodgers. Bye, everybody. Thanks for watching.